So, starting off from where we left in the previous episode, let's address the elephant in the room. Okay, Shri?
Sure. Yeah.
How does coaching really help us? Why should people like me, people like you get into the process? Or, why should we choose and opt to get into coaching? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go through some challenges and some questions that people have about how does coaching and how can coaching really help them. Okay,
Sure.
so
Sure. Yeah.
starting off with something very basic, what are the common goals that people bring to coaching or to a coaching session?
Interesting question. uh, I will talk from my experience.
Sure.
A lot of people have challenges in terms of professional growth. So when I say professional growth, it can be in their corporate life, or it can be uh, even a small business person who wants to expand his business. Right? Or take an example of an artist who want to improve his performances. So that quality of excellence, striving for excellence is there with everyone, in fact, I would say, but very few people nurture that. And I think being born as human being, all of us have that quality that we should do well in whatever we do, right? And so commonly, I would say one is the professional growth we can talk about. Some people come for well-being, some people come for transformation, some people come for talk to improve on, they want to improve their leadership skills, their communication skills. So whatever is they feel that they need to improve upon, they come for that. It can be a skill, but to acquire a skill, you need a discipline. Strong discipline is required. A commitment is required. There is about some amount of time is required. See, all this comes from the mindset. The mindset is very, very important. And since they don't have that right mindset, that is where a coaching can help. There are, of course, there are a lot of people who are stressful today. Today, if you take today's context, there are a lot of people who are the mental well-being is a big topic today in the corporate world. So they talk so much about mental well-being, where mindfulness can be very important aspect. So I, being a mindfulness coach, I've seen a lot of people. They're not able to focus on one thing, and they're always in that autopilot mode. It's always stressful. There is always an anxiety about future, what to do, and regret about the past. People today forget about 1 hour, half an hour, even to sit for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. I'm giving an example. Even 5 minutes they can't sit. So that is where the mindfulness coaching comes into picture. So there are a lot of things people come for coaching, and see, it is different for different people. Someone might be focused, but they want to take it to next level. So there is no one thing today. If you see in the market, there's a brand coach, there's a health coach. Name anything, there is a coach for that today. Relationship
That's
coach, leadership coach, motivational coach, transformational coach. The list goes on and on and on. Uh, so it means why there are so many coaches means there is a need in the market. There is a need, people who are looking for this transformation or looking for such things, and that is why there is someone like very interesting. There is someone like brand coach who talk about what dress to wear, what to talk, what to put in social media, like that. So it goes so niche. So see, coaching can be applied in any aspect of life, whichever a person feels that they need to improve upon. So there is no a defined set of only this area it works, like that. Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you're right. It can help you personally, it can help you professionally.
correct.
But tell us, how does it help people to get unstuck? Does it, and rather, does it help people to get unstuck?
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. So this question takes me back to neuroscience.
All
So
right.
if you see generally what happens by the time we are 8 years, 10 years old, the subconscious mind is programmed. It is not that we are sitting and programming ourselves. It is big programmed because of our upbringing, our environment, our parents, whatever nature, whatever uh, whatever we are exposed to in life, initial stages of life, right? We create a program about ourselves, self-esteem, self-worth, self-image, the patterns. I'm talking about the patterns, and these are very strong. And unfortunately, we carry these patterns for entire life. And most people, unfortunate thing is, most people don't even realize that they are just repeating their patterns. Even the kind of risks they take in life, people, they're decided like, this is what I'm going to be. So this is where coaching can bring in huge transformation, just by realizing that I'm not my thoughts. I can always create my thoughts. I can always create my life, and that is the greatest discovery anyone can have in life. So once you've realized that you are not a victim of your thoughts, you are not a victim of your own upbringing. uh, Everyone has the power to choose life. The choice is available for every one of us. The question is, do we exercise that? You want to exercise that? A coaching session can be highly impactful, and we bring in that self discovery in coaching. That yes, if you really want, you can bring that transformation, and that is possible for each one of us. So it's a very big thing, in fact, so as you said, unstuck the world, you use that word, right? And so definitely coaching can be a great discovery in terms of understanding what is stopping you from achieving what you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And once you realize that, I think nobody can stop anyone. They will definitely achieve. See, some people may take more time, that's okay, but you are in the right path. That, yeah, that is where coaching can bring in great transformation, I would say.
Yeah, you're right. And to add to your point, I
Yeah,
feel that a lot of people get stuck in a victim mindset. Would you agree?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel,
Victim.
yeah. And I feel that when they're stuck in this victim mindset, they take everything to be and perceive everything very negatively in their life.
Yeah,
They don't realize that every failure is an opportunity to grow, right?
correct.
This is how I feel they still, they are still stuck, and they are not even stuck in situations, they are stuck in their own thoughts, in their
Absolutely.
patterns, like you said. So I feel it's very important for us coaches to help them realize that everything in their life is an opportunity to grow and become a better person. And it's very important for coaches to help empower their clients and help them
Yes.
develop a growth mindset, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Beautifully said, Sakshi. See, one of the very interesting, see, I would say one of the greatest belief one can have in one life is the universe is benevolent. It means that everything in the universe is there to help you out to grow, prosper, be joyous, ecstatic. So the whole universe is helpful to you.
Mm-hmm.
That belief, is a very powerful belief. I would say it is a very foundational belief. If you have that belief that everything is there to help me, then nothing can stop you. But it is working opposite. Most of many people, they think that they're always victims of their situation, right? The beauty is, at every moment of our life we have choices. The question is, are you are you exercising your choice, right? That is where we talk about responding, not reacting, right? And again, going back to neuroscience, there is something called mammal brain, there is limbic brain, and the neocortex brain. Neocortex brain, which is responsible for thinking, logical reasoning, creativity. We don't tap that power because we're always in that autopilot mode. Autopilot mode is just reacting, not responding. And when you get into coaching sessions, that is where you take a pause and think, yes, I can decide what I want, right? And there is choice at every aspect of life. See, you may not be capable of exercising the choice at this point of time. That's okay. But if you think there is a possibility of exercising my choice, the intention is very, very powerful in life. The moment you decide that, yes, I'm going to exercise my choice, and this is not the way I want to live. These discoveries happens in coaching conversations, and this is where coaches, as coaches, we bring in that, uh, bring the, like a mirror. We show them, yes, this is the reality of life. You can become what you want to become. The
Hmm.
question is how committed you are in terms of transformation, changing in lifestyle, commitment, their habits, pattern, and routine. Again, routine. Like, see, if we are doing same thing again and again, we get same results. But when we get into coaching session, there is where, as coaches, we make coaches accountable for their own results, and we encourage them to take actions, and this can bring great transformation.
Hmm, that's right.
Yeah,
And I feel that as coaches, it's very important that you support your clients through this journey, right? You
yeah,
encourage them, like you just said. And
yes,
also, you should be able to motivate them, right? You should be able to ignite a flame of zeal, a zeal to achieve your goals, right? But I feel that there's a vital difference between um, motivating your client and actually generating transformation in them. What do you think about that?
see, motivation is a short lived, I would say. Like, see, again, if you see anyone going to a coaching session, there is always a burning desire, like, so that is what I was we were talking in the, if you remember, as coaches, coaching is not for everybody. They would see people today, many people don't realize the importance of coaching, right? And people who realize the importance of coaching are those who really want to transform something in life. So motivation is always short lived, and transformation is deep. Yeah, transformation is always deep, and that is what happens in coaching, and that is what, as coaches, we strive to bring in that aspect of transformation, not just motivation. See, people might have motivation, suddenly they will see one ad or see something, some story, and they just right, they start. And take an example of going to gym. There are a lot of people who take gym membership, but they go for 1 or 2 days, but they don't continue that. But coaching is a system where we bring in the transformation in people. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that was a great point that you brought up. I was going to give a similar example that motivation tells you to start running, for example,
yeah,
but transformation tells you that you must keep running, right? Because you have now realized what it was that was keeping you from running before, right?
yeah,
You have reevaluated your beliefs, your core values, your
yeah,
guiding principles in life. So
yeah.
now you know it's not someone else. This motivation, I mean, when you've been transformed, when you've undergone transformation, you do not seek external motivation, right? The
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
motivation is then internal. And uh, I mean, there's no escape from that. So I think that is, I mean, this is what I believe that that is what really differentiates or distinguishes a coach from, I don't know, let's say an advisor, a mentor, at least in this aspect. A mentor
Absolutely.
or an advisor would motivate you to start, but then a coach will tell you or a coach will empower you to realize why you should keep on going.
Absolutely. See, if you see, interesting aspect of coaching is everything in coaching is internal. It is about mindset. It is about building that confidence. It is building about realizing their own limiting beliefs. It's everything is internal. External, see, skills they can develop. Like, they can go to a trainer. They can find YouTube videos. There are tons and tons of material available today. The question is, if you are not motivated, if you are there is not something, is something from inside, the urge to achieve something, nobody on earth can help. Today, if you see, technology has so much advanced. In the tip of finger, you have everything, right? You have everything. So imagine, just I'm giving an example. You want to learn leadership skills or communication skills. Go to net or you use chat GPT. You get so much. Yes, helped our life so much. But the question is, do you have that urge or motivation to urge that to learn that, right? consistently. That happens only when you have that, which comes from within. So
Yes.
coaching is an aspect which works on internal aspect, not then what we talk about motivation or external aspect. So coaching can be very highly impactful because we are talking at the core, like, we are not just at an outer layer. We are talking going at a core to understand what is stopping them from what they want to achieve, and we make them responsible, accountable. So it is a great journey, I would say. Coaching can be a great transformational journey for anyone.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we're talking about internal aspects and how it makes you responsible, accountable, and all things,
Yeah.
do you think, I mean, I obviously already know the answer to this, but do you think it also impacts our confidence and decision making abilities? And if so, then how does it do that?
See, again, confidence and decision making ability. A lot of people have a habit of procrastination, right? And procrastination, decision, they don't take decision on time. See, all these things happens because there is some pattern in them which is stopping them from taking that decision. They know that it is not right, but still they do it. As coaches, what we do is we explore, we go deep into inside. We go deep inside and find out for. See, we expect coaches to go deep. Again, we do that by asking right questions. Maybe a simple question like, "What is stopping you from doing this so and so?" Because a coach says that I want to do this, but a simple question like, "What is stopping you from doing one, two, three, four, five?" What you said just now. By
Yeah.
asking that question, it can be life changing for them. They feel, wow, I could have done this, but I didn't do this. Today I'm having conversation with you. Yes, I will commit myself, right? And see, again, we also bring in the aspect of presence in the coaching, right? And when you bring that awareness, self awareness, uh, they take the decisions, like, because all along people don't know what is stopping them. Once we bring in that aspect of self awareness, what is stopping them, they become empowered, right? There is a discovery happens there. And once they were empowered, definitely decision making ability, the ability to take actions, everything, every aspect. In fact, I would say every aspect of life can be impactful, by impact can be impacted by coaching. It can enhance their quality of life to a great extent by coaching, because it is not about telling them what to do. It is not about giving advice. It's not about giving a statement. It's not about giving an opinion. It is all about empowering them. Empowering means we are asking them questions which will go to their core, and they look so deep and realize what is stopping them. So the results can be amazing at all levels, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, you just stated that coaching helps you discover yourself in almost every aspect of life. Do you also
correct.
believe that it can also help you improve your relationships?
Definitely. Again, relationship is a today you might find that there's a lot of relationship coach, right? And there's a lot of uh, demand for that, rather, I would say, because uh, there's conflicts in relationship. We see a lot of things like that. Again, relationship is again a very big topic. We can talk so much about it. Right? See, the moment you start understanding the reality of life, right? The acceptance, again, acceptance is a very powerful thing. The moment you accept, the different level of intelligence works in all of our lives. The acceptance is very powerful. And see, once you start accepting the reality, and you start giving space for people, right? See, if I know that if person is behaving in a certain way because he thinks it is good for him, as simple as that, because of his upbringing, or there may be some motive. Some might say that I'm fighting because I need to take care of my family. So he may be doing wrong thing, but still he might say that, he might bring in that aspect. So what happens is bringing that empathy, the aspect of empathy comes into picture. We try to understand the human nature, the nature of human being. Everybody is designed to behave in some way because that is their upbringing. Once you realize that, instead of reacting, uh, you respond to it. So see, again, if somebody comes and tells you something, there are two options you have. You can either just react, tell them something, or pause for a minute, pause for a few seconds, understand where they are coming from where they are coming from. Right? So even in coaching conversation I'm talking about, we give that space for that people to talk. Like, there's nothing, no, there's nothing called right or wrong. Everybody has their own reasons why they behave like that. This understanding will naturally come in a coaching conversation, like, because we go deeper into it. For example, I'm just giving an example, like, there was a very nice example. I was one of the trainings I was attending. There is a boy and a girl fighting for that one piece of orange. They are fighting that. But the coach comes there and he wants to resolve the conflict. And he asks that girl, "Why are you fighting for that orange?" That girl says that, "I want the orange peel to make a medicine." The boy says, "I want that orange to eat because I'm hungry." So, see, nobody here, what happened is they are just fighting. They didn't realize they had a different objective there. As a coach, as a, like, what we try to bring in is, we try to understand from where they are coming from. Like, if probably that boy would have asked, "Why do you need orange?" She would have told, "No, I just need orange peels for making some medicines." Or if that girl would have asked that boy, "Why do you need orange?" Probably, "I'm hungry, I want to eat orange." There would have been no conflict at all, as simple as that. So even it is just an example I am giving. There can be many, many situations like this. We don't realize from where they are coming from. And see the importance we give. Sometimes we think, why are they worried about it? But what you called a simple thing, for other person it can be a big thing because of their upbringing, right? So definitely, Sakshi, I think as a coaches can help bring in that great transformation in relationship. No doubt about it. Absolutely.
Of course. And I mean, that's true. And what about the fact whether the results are short lived or long term? What do you think about that? Does that depend only on the process of coaching, or does it also have something to do with the coachee itself?
I would say both, but mostly it is on coachee.
Okay.
See, in coaching, the whole process is about transformation, a lasting transformation, because we align the goal to their values. We work on something internal, what is stopping them. We make them accountable. We make them responsible. Uh, so we give it space for them to think, explore, challenge themselves, push their boundaries. It is always going to be a long term, but sometimes we never know. Like, we can't, generalize this. Often some people, like some of them, they again go back to their old patterns. So
Yes.
it is always important that, sharpen this up. It's always important that be in the people with the in the company of successful people. Of course, as a coaches, what we can do is we can give lot of things for them to. Maybe I can ask a question saying that, see, you have seen a wonderful result now from this coaching. How do you sustain this for next 5 years, next 10 years? These questions will make them think, okay, yes, I did a fabulous job in last 6 months, but how can I sustain that, right? And those questions can empower coachee to take some decisions. I feel it's all more about intensity. If somebody is truly passionate to bring in the changes in life, I think one coaching session can transform their life. I've seen many examples like that, right? And one, just because they met somebody in their life, the kind of transformation it brought, it had a tremendous impact on their life. But it will not happen to everybody. That is also there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I feel that a lot of people, a lot of our clients fall back into their faulty patterns of thinking because they're either anxious about their futures or regretful about their past. So I
correct.
believe that it's very important to be in the present, right? To just be here, evaluate what you are doing, plan for maybe a day or two, right?
Yeah,
Do action, do not worry about what result it will yield. And for that, mindfulness is really helpful.
absolutely. Beautifully said. I think we can have a long discussion on mindfulness. I'm really passionate about it. There's a very nice quote I would like to share. They say that path is the destination.
Wow,
Path is the destination, and the destination is hidden in the path.
that's true.
So what we are saying is, uh, life is equal to now only. There is a formula. If you put in a mathematical formula, life is equal to now,
Okay.
right? See, what you say as future,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes in the in the form of present.
Mm-hmm.
What you say as past, you experience in the form of present only. So, whatever happens in life, it happens in now, right? There is no question of future, and it is only a memory. That's all. So, in fact, if you see the whole coaching journey or the coaching conversation we have, we bring in that aspect of mindfulness, because if you are not mindful, coaching can never be impactful. That is why, as coaches, what I do is, personally, when I talk to any coachee, first few minutes I will do a grounding exercise, because they might have had a tough conversation with somebody. Physically they are with me, but mentally they are still somewhere. So it is very important we relax their mind. Maybe a simple technique of breathing or any small technique, 2 3 minutes, it can bring their presence here. Grounding is very very important. So as you said, I think mindfulness can impact the quality of life multifold for every one of us. And I think this requires a deeper conversation, Sakshi.
Of course. And we're not just saying that because we're mindfulness coaches.
Yeah,
We
true.
believe in the power of mindfulness, right?
No doubt, no doubt. Absolutely.
So let's meet again and talk at
Sure,
length on mindfulness.
sure. Definitely looking forward for that.
Great.
Thank you.
See you then.